are at Cooper MMA. I'm Mark Gilston. This is my friend Brandon. And this afternoon, I've had a special request for techniques of foot fighting. The request came from Brandon. So I'd like to talk about it. It's an extremely complicated and extensive subject. So I'll just go into some specific situations. But using your feet in the same way that you use hands defensively when somebody's trying to choke you, you can use your feet to set up all sorts of different kinds of things. So there are three situations where I think it's most pertinent. One is when someone has your back. One is when each of you has the other's leg. And the other is half guard, or guard in general. Now you can use it for trying to deal with somebody passing. So let's take a quick look at that, and then we'll go into the guard situations. If he's standing, he's trying to pass me. Obviously I want his hands if possible. Sometimes he backs out and I just can't get them. So when he comes in, I am going to make a serious attempt to tangle up his legs. So I use my legs as an obstacle. If he crosses over, ideally I want one hand, but here, see how I'm crossing. As soon as he crosses, this leg actually has purpose. Because if you think of a scissor sweep, the Judo crab throw, right? Kani Basami, that is Kani Basami. I'm not doing it from the air as one would in theory in Judo. I'm doing it from the ground where it's nice and safe. So he comes in, he steps over, this foot goes over the top towards the waist, and my bottom foot sweeps forward, my top foot sweeps backwards. Now, I want to grab this leg because here, underneath, if I come here and now I wrap my hand behind his heel, that's a toe hold. So he has other kinds of passes he can do. Again, I've lost control of the hands. So he tries to come around. I catch under. That lift, that gives me an opportunity. Now I want to bring this knee forward. So I lift, and once again, here I have some kind of a leg lock. There are all sorts of opportunities from this position. A lot of different kinds of submissions. There's a heel hook. I don't like heel hooks. So I'm not going to do that one, but all of these other submissions are possible. I can use my hand or my leg. He comes in, underneath, pull forward, okay? Here, because he's close to me, I'm going to use my hands. But if he's far away when I do that, I'll use my legs and catch. Again, I'm bringing that knee forward. All right, so he's come down. You figure you're in half guard. If you're in my guard, I don't have to worry about foot fighting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What I really want here is a lockdown. But I may not, particularly if he's savvy, he's going to make it very difficult for me to get there. All right, so what I mean by a lockdown is the outer foot is crossed from the outside to the inside and then hooks under my own calf. My foot, the front of my foot, I turn it up, I catch him in the front of his foot, and now I extend. There is a submission right from the lockdown. If I elevate, it will not work on all people, but if I pull him forward and elevate, that can be a calf crush. As I say, it doesn't work on everybody, but it's something that you can go for. But I definitely want to keep him extended here. So he's going to try, there are various ways he can try and escape. He will try and get back, right? He will try and fight me, catch the leg, over the top, extend it, under. I need to get him on his stomach. Notice I brought my feet forward, and here we are back in lockdown. We can do this for a long time until somebody comes up with some kind of submission, usually me, because lockdown breaks balance, therefore makes all sorts of nice chokes available. But supposing I can't get the lockdown, all right? He's keeping way off to the side, so I can't cross over, all right? My job is to get to my right. No lockdown, but I grabbed his foot and mount, which is way better than lockdown. Right? It's a half guard. Nothing. He's obviously going to be attacking me in some way, either my head or my foot. But the head is fine. That's more common. Roll. If he is perpendicular like that, I can escape. If he goes for my feet, right? This is a problem if he gets there. So everything is forward. He's got nothing protecting that direction. So always think about where your opponent has no stability. If he's bent forward, there's a huge plane with no stability. Don't be going here trying to fight that. I want to keep my feet protected, and now I want to take him where he's weakest. All right, so we've been fighting for a while. We end up, maybe a guard pull, something like that, but we end up, you're gonna grab my leg, I've got your leg. Yeah, so we have to worry about these kinds of positions. Who's got an advantage? Usually this leg will be out here. In this kind of situation, it looks like it's completely even. So you have to make sure that you get the advantage. So to get an advantage here, I want the inside. I want to be on the inside. Now he can't lock his knees, and it's hard for him to finish, right? He has no leverage. I'm keeping my foot flexed to make it hard for him, but I'm on my elbow, I'm on my side, and I can finish. The finish here is this part of the wrist, this part of my thumb is on his heel, all right? His toe is locked in my armpit, and I'm going to come back and turn out, but I want this leverage. All right, if I don't have that, I need to somehow lock his leg in place. But here, there's no way for me to do that. I can't lock his leg in place with my knees, so I use this pressure to do it instead. All right, so he's got the inside, I'm in trouble, right? If I do nothing, he's going to finish me. I need to plant my foot on the ground. Now he can't finish me. don't think about trying to roll out of these moves. You roll out, you can really wreck your knee, particularly if you roll in the wrong direction, right? If I roll, so if I'm going to roll, I want to roll this way, but he'll just follow me. And we'll end up back in a similar position, and I won't have any stability to help myself fight it. He's going to try and push off with this leg to prevent me from getting my foot on the ground. All right, once again, this stops him briefly. He can fight this, but it stops him for long enough for me to come in. Once again, now I am completely safe, and now I can begin my own attack. There's a lot of other kinds of situations with these. Both person has a leg, but that's a good an example and gives you an idea of the kinds of things to be thinking about. So I drive most of the people in this school crazy because I'm constantly ankle locking from this position. This kind of leg fighting is very, very handy. The principle here is I want to isolate the knee and come over the top. If the knee is isolated, then the ankle lock is established. This is basically the same lock as if they cross their feet, which they know never to do, right? Only instead of using his foot, I'm using my foot. But maybe I can't get, he's got his foot way up high, right here. Right here, this is not so easy for me to get, all right? So I have to create some kind of a space. I go back, notice how I crawl up. Okay, I can't get my elbow. I want my elbow in front of his knee, I can't get it there. The other foot. I've managed to get him across so his ankle is exposed because my leg is high. I don't have enough strength here. So this comes over and this foot gives it the required strength. He's pushing off with this leg, stopping me from doing that. All right. I'm setting myself up. I know it's not going to work. That's fine. Turn in, he reacts, push out. So I'm using my feet like hands to finish. So I'm always looking for opportunities to take advantage of the foot, regardless of where he is. I always want to try and create some kind of space. I've already got exactly what I need. Elbow pushes in, over the top, and finish. He sees that coming, he fights me, this foot comes over the top, pushing in there, right? Looks like I don't have anything here. I can find opportunities, I just have to look for them. When I'm in turtle, one thing people are always trying to do is get their hooks in to break me down. As soon as he steps, right there, as soon as he does this, I'm already thinking about the ankle lock. Reach, come in, over the top, and finish. Anytime somebody does any of these kinds of inner foot things, it's standard judo. It's part of breaking me down, but I am aggressive about it, right? I'm not just gonna let him do it. I'm gonna take advantage. He has put me there. I need to move forward just a little bit, right? Now he is on his toe, he's a little off balance. My foot swings forward, that traps his leg. my elbow comes into clamp, I roll, putting all my weight on his thigh. His foot is now completely exposed. All I have to do is come over the top. If the angle like this time is not what I want it to be, the other foot comes in and gives me the assist. Notice I raise my hips just a little bit to finish. Mini clinic on foot fighting. If you've enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Serioku Zenyo, meaning maximum efficiency. If you click on the bell, you can get the videos as soon as they are posted. Thank you, Brandon.